while back, I had a series called A Softlock for Every Level, where I showed one softlock for every level in Half-Life 2. Some people didn't like it because my methods were boring. A lot of the softlocks hinged on me getting out of bounds and abusing bugs, and people did not like that. Of course, I tried my best to show ones not like that, but situations like this one simply don't exist in every level, and the premise was simply a softlock for every level. I never said it would be interesting. It being hard to softlock yourself is, obviously, the nature of a well-designed video game. And on that note, some people also seem to be interpreting the videos as a criticism of Half-Life 2. Obviously not. Most of the softlocks I showed are perfectly reasonable oversights. Most of them. In all of my videos, I've considered absolutely any way out of a softlock to be fair game, and I'll be doing the same in this video. That's why the one time I showed a softlock in Half-Life 2 Facts, I said, most people would consider this a softlock, because it wasn't really a softlock. Even I, with my PhD, showed 2 scenarios that were actually escapable. And that's the point of this video. Most situations are easier to escape than you think. To demonstrate this, I put together a list of so-said softlocks from the Half-Life subreddit which are actually escapable. Welcome to softlock busting, because softlock picking was already taken. Some people say if you have low health, you'll always die at this part at the end of Blast Pit because of the fall damage. This is wrong. You just have to run against this slope and you'll be fine. One claim goes that if you kill one of the scientists in questionable ethics, the others will become scared of you and will refuse to open the door to the exit. Actually, you just have to scare them into walking over to the door and they'll open it like nothing's wrong.
Well, I'll let you know, but I'm warning you, it's hell out there. It's completely under military control. You'll have to sneak and fight your way from one end to the other.
If you turn one of these valves in Lambda Core, then turn the other before the water has fully risen, the water won't rise a second time. This is a true softlock. Although if you have explosives on hand and enough health, you can damage boost up to the ladder, but you can simply throw those away as well. This is true for a lot of softlocks, but if I said it for all of them, it would get repetitive, so let's just presume this in general. After you kill the gunship at New Little Odessa, a Vortigaunt is willing to charge your suit. If it starts to do this, but you run away, it'll follow you in order to keep trying to charge you up. You can lead the Vortigaunt around and eventually stick it in this doorway. This blocks your only exit from the building. This is indeed a softlock, but not as presented. If you throw a grenade near the Vortigaunt, it'll move away. You can also get the Vort to move by damaging yourself. If you lose armor, then it'll start trying to charge you again, giving it another chance to move around. You can damage yourself with any prop in the room or anything you can reach from the windows. So for this to be a real softlock, you must remove everything in the area from your reach and have no explosives left to use. This Vortigaunt hits an explosive barrel and kills itself, which is really weird because in the current version of the game, this will make the game crash instantly. You can escape this one with some movement tech. Somehow, someone got Barney stuck on this thingy with no way for him to get down. I'm not sure how he got up there, but I have an idea. Barney is needed at the end of the next map to open a door, so this does have potential to be a true softlock. Obviously, we'd get him down the same way we hypothetically got him up there, making a ramp. But with the right preparation, you could remove this possibility. Every exploitable prop in the map and in any other relevant map could be broken or made inaccessible by tossing them in here, except for this car, which is too big to fit in this doorway, but we can toss that over here. This pit is so deep that the gravity gun has no chance to pick up anything from the bottom, and once you've entered into this one to push the car out, you'll have no way to get yourself out. And of course that does mean that you can softlock yourself by jumping into this pit and throwing away your explosives, but let's stay focused. If Alex is touching these locker doors as they move, they'll push her into the locker. This isn't actually a softlock because nothing past this point in the level requires Alex, and when you reach the next level, she'll teleport to near your location. Okay, wait, how does that work? Alex can teleport out of a softlock, but not Barney? Usually this kind of strange inconsistency would be when I open up the 2013 SDK and investigate it in there with a debugger, but it would turn out that Barney does in fact teleport in this scenario on the 2013 SDK, as well as the pre-20th anniversary build. So then what changed in the 20th anniversary update? I have no clue. Comparing the relevant files in the 2013 single-player SDK and the newest version of the multiplayer SDK reveals very little difference. If you put this plugin too quickly, Alex will just stand there doing nothing. You can skip past this part with a bit of movement tech. Once you get to the scene with the hunter, everything will continue as normal.
Medical systems engaged. Morphine administered. Major pressure detected.
See? You're just bad at the game.